uneasy on that one, but is going to be able to, like ult Rek'Sai and stuff like that. So we'll see how much value they can get out of good pillars, because that can also, increase the value.
Or are they?
Yep, there's the pulverize. Carrier going down relatively low. Another Void Rush coming on through there from the Shy, but not enough to take down Carrier here. Gumushi now just trying to walk him down, as there it is once again.
Select the dragon as well.
Oh, flash headbutt poke to come on through here as immediately the exhaust is down onto Mako, but he has the Pop Blossom. He finds two with it, as there is the Void Rush from the Shy on that back line, but it's Mako that falls down. Just one pick and trade for the Drake, because he has been the benefactor of a lot of these skirmishes early where he's been sitting inside lanes lapping up the gold.
Well, they might make a play right now.
Yep, as I was saying, the public execution is going to come on through as the Shy goes down. Spotted here. Okay, so the T1 can get themselves into position as Mako trying to get some vision down. Now transformed into Gala for the moment. The Shy on vision, not going to be able to find his flank angle as Doran, you can tell, really wants to get in there with that public execution as Carrier with the flash. Public execution goes wide, and Wei finds the ulti. Supreme display of talent, but it's the Otacon going to Ono. This guy's smite button is something else. And Rookie finds one kill, now looking for even more. This machine gun rise, picks up a double. Gala collects Doran, and now Faker is running for the hills. He's surrounded by IG members, and he's running the wrong direction. Gumushi trying to get into position, but the Shy is going to be spotted immediately. Good spell shield as the Supreme display of talent doesn't find the angle, and then Protect the President comes on through from T1. Void Rush not going to be enough, and it's Gumushi that gets the better of the Rek'Sai. And the Shy may have thrown a bit of this lead away, but IG still standing. We'll see what they can get from this. It's a decent stun onto Ona. He's out of the way, but the seismic shove comes through. Pop Blossom only onto one as Gala's forced to run away. Such a low health bar. As the boss responds, not quite enough. Rookie goes down. Gumusi's free hitting, and it's another one for Ona as T1 just make a team fight win out of nothing. And immediately they get to just put themselves into a winning position, because the Baron was right there for the taking. It was into Infernal Soul, Kobe!
Okay. That re-engaged from IG, and so there was nowhere for Rookie to get out.
And the aggro management was absolutely absurd. Everyone on T1 was about the same level of health bar.
Yeah, Faker got that seismic shove on two, and so they get the extra kill, they get the Baron, and now Atlas, this game, right back the other foot. T1 taking towers with the Baron push.
Yep, and it's going to be even more of a swing. As you can see here, inner turret goes down. That's even more money. And now 3,000 gold lead back in the favor of T1, as now they're looking for even more. The Pulverize only connects onto one. Supreme display of talent goes absolutely everywhere, but it doesn't do anything. They're able to take down the turret, and T1, they're just going to move their way back out. They're just stealing all their stuff, Kobe, and they're watching. And there it is, the public execution. Mako just pops like a balloon. The inhibitor goes down. It's a fair bit of AoE as Rookie is still tearing them up alongside Gala. And the Shy gets into the backline with that Void Rush, but now he's in an uncomfortable position. Decent knockup comes through as Faker's trying to hold them at bay to give enough time to Guma to take down the Shy. And IG back to walking backwards once again, and Faker flashes forward, finds Gala, blows him up, and this should be the end of the game. T1, after losing for the majority of it, just come out on top, and they're going to look to put themselves 1-0 in this best of 5. Unless Rookie can do something miraculous underneath this turret, but he's not going to be able to. The seismic shove, all too set up here for Faker to take him down.
What a way to open up Worlds 2025, Atlas. T1 here looking to finish the job in game 1.
Well, Mako looking to try and fight back here, but once again, just into the tennis racket of Faker, as Wei not going to get thrown back this time, but the rocks will be enough. A double kill for Faker. The GOAT sitting at 4-1-5 at the end of game 1. And it is an ace. Going to reset. The Shy farming behind the turret, and so is Doran. So the top laners nowhere near one another, ready to teleport in at a moment's notice, as there's Make It Rain to come down. Cyclone is there as well from Wei, who's just keeping them at bay. Down goes Ona, and that is going to be the Warrior Trickster, but now Doran has found his mark. Down goes Wei as junglers will be traded. The Shy gets into the backline though as Gumushi is his target, and down he will go. Faker still trying to find it though as Rookie will be taken out. Faker gets into the backline and assassinates all of them. Double kill already, and Doran finishes off the last one, as now the Shy cannot do anything. No mana, no hope, and T1 find a much earlier team fight this time.
Whoa, it was looking risky for T1.
The beat's going over. Hasn't had a year like this ever, as there is the quickness, the grand entrance, as well as now Faker with the damage. Mako going to get popped like a balloon, but Gala is going to keep himself alive still. Faker getting more kills. IG fans, Broken backflip going to come on through as the ace in the hole is going to be there. That's going to guarantee the outer turret here for IG. Will be able to secure that to the side. Way looking for an angle as Rookie clears out that turret. Cyclone comes in. Way looking for the knockups. And there it is. The shockwave onto 3 from Rookie as Doran just trying to get himself all the way out of there. And it might actually happen as never mind. The orb is going to catch him. And down he will go once again. Faker looking for the angle. But the Peacemaker comes on through and Faker says maybe Peace is okay.
Wards are down. They start up the Dragon.
Yep, Doran was tethered momentarily as now T1 get themselves into the river. They do not want to let this one go. As we can see, Make It Rain slows down Rookie. Faker on a flank angle, but he's spotted. Doran finds 2 with the Q, though, as now Ona looks for the knockup but misses, and Rookie is able to take him down. He gets into the Rift Herald. Oh, Ona, we've seen this play before, and he's going to run his way out, but Carrier is going to get taken down. Faker gets into the mix, though, and already out of the fight is Mako. The ulti comes on forward, but Faker doesn't find the backflip, and Bullet Time gets no joy as well. Doran now out of the fight via the Death Chamber as Gala gets the ace in the hole. And yes, you know, that was some cute play there from Ona, but him doing the Krugs is not going to...
Tries to start it out. Backside, Ona's not able to get his EQ onto Rookie either.
Something goes very wrong.
I definitely agree. Oh.
Okay, Ona going aggressive onto the enemy jungler, as in the meantime, Rookie trying to deal with Faker, now looking to turn it as Wei comes back, and that's just a solo. The GOAT is going to be able to find it as Doran goes all out against Wei. He's now in trouble, and oh my goodness, was that a cast of curse or a cast of blessing? I'm not entirely sure, but the Otacon is going to spell the demise of IG potentially yet again. Has Rookie down for another 27 seconds. They're not out of it yet. Gala is still terrifying, and he will be able to stop Faker from going back home. There is Carrier getting into the backline, the bullet time, and the shutdown for Gumayushi. Doran's health bar is very low, and the Otacon is being frustrating, but IG are just running out of players.
They certainly are. They're also going to run out of Otacon here. T1's going to be able to get it. I mean, the Shy is dancing around, but not a lot that he can do about it. I guess they have to wait a little while.
Yeah, I don't know whether there is anything that IG can really do about it, though, as we do get a knock-up on IG. They take down the Otacon. The comfortable smite here by Ona, and once again, look at the flank angle, there's a Flash Cataclysm to come on through. Finally, the knock-up does come in now for Ona, who goes down to half health. Carrier trying to get himself out of there, and he will! Gumayushi gets a decent amount of damage, but leaves himself exposed and just blows up Wei, who gets on top of him, but that's not where he wants to be. Great knock-up there onto the Shy, as Doran gets on in there. He's looking for Gala. The shockwave does not do enough, but he does take down Carrier. Fake is doing work, though, and Mako is running for the hills. Doran cuts apart this Scion, and T1, it's a difficult comp to make work, but the world champ's looking pretty good with it.
The 3-tiered engage from T1. They will take them down. They will cut IG to pieces.
And it's only Rookie left standing on that time where he wasn't necessarily as strong.
Yeah, Guma, meanwhile, feeling pretty good about his Lord Doms. Doran is going deep.
Yeah, he's got 3 items now completed. The rest of T1 comes on over. That is going to be a solo shockwave on to the Cassante as the Shy crashes into them. That is phenomenal damage as they take down Gumayushi. The Shy deals with Doran as well, and T1, now it's their turn to run the heck out of there. Faker, he goes in, he finds Gala in the back line, and then just gets shot in the head. T1 are going to fall. That's an ace for IG, who turn it all on its head.
That's going to be Baron for IG.
Let's see whether they can actually get forward. Carrier's health bar already very low as Ona taking so much damage. Puts Rookie into the Cataclysm. Is now Faker dashing forward, but they've lost Carrier already. The bullet time not quite doing that much, but the all-out comes on through. Rookie in trouble. Faker gets Gala. The Shuriken backflip doesn't land, but it doesn't seem to matter. Is down. Oh, no, never mind. Faker is going to be taken out. Wei still looking for it. Doran hunting for the Shy. And Wei will survive, but Doran is looking absolutely terrifying. Gumayushi's putting the bullets into the Shy, but they are bouncing off the armor. This Scion is really hitting towards that immortal stage, as the teleport is going to be employed here by Doran. Unfortunately for Gumayushi, all he can do is really hit minions and run. And Rookie, between these turrets, Make It Rain slows down Rookie, and I think he's out. I think he's fine. I think Gumayushi's just going to walk it off. Never mind, there's a train coming. There's a train coming. And he just walks between the walls. The flash comes on through from the Shy. Can he actually connect to Q though? That's the question. The answer is yes. Dissonance comes down and just filling out that build. As T1, their base under fire, only a few shots going to be necessary here by this Caitlyn. As two exposed inhibitors, there's a shockwave to come on through. It's a decent answer here as we can see. As down will go into that GA. Trying to answer this one, but you can see Gala is distracted by these structures that he can destroy. Finally, he's going to look for Doran, who just dives away and goes all out. He survives for a long time as Faker looks for the flank, but the Shy is there and says, nope, you are not coming in. And IG this time ain't throwing it away. They are going to even out the series in this best of 5 with a triple kill from Rookie. T1 gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
Plans look.
There are any choke points involved, and that red carpet is laid pretty close. Another Xenoblade going to connect, but already a lot of damage onto Mako, but Faker is already dead. Ona gets the knock-up and takes down the Leona in trade. Now Carrier and Gumayusi moving in as well. Wind becomes lightning, doing so much work, and the handshake holds onto the Shy. And now IG looking to turn it around. He's going to silence himself. Carrier gets taken out. They trade it for the Rumble, then the bailout. It secures Ona his life, and he gets himself out of there. Gumayusi now trying to deal with Rookie, whose way is getting a bunch of work done. The flash forward. Going to come on through. Justice Punch to catch up to Mako. The bear is thrown down. And Faker's like, you can have my bear. I'm just going to go back to the wave.
Yeah, a little vengeance there from the mid ganks that wants, it's in a matchup versus a melee champ, stacking away, and good experience for it. Wait.
Oh dear, handshake comes on back through here onto the Shy. Equalizer goes down. There's the Crescent Guard as Ona trying to keep himself alive. He gets the smite down onto the Dragon. As now they go in, Wei looking for the engage angle, but the bailout is going to be there. Gumayusi keeps himself alive, and Mako will be able to take him down with the help of Rookie off to the side. The Shy on no health, as Faker will once again claim some revenge. One little Q is going to be enough to do it, and Ona takes down. And it's going to be an honest 5v5. The equalizer is there for the Shy. We'll see whether he can layer it in well. As Gumayusi standing in front, wanting to try and find an angle as they are able to take down the Dragon. There's Soul Point, but there is the equalizer down as well from IG. Not necessarily getting the work done that they wanted to, though, as the bear is going to crash on top of the Rumble. He's the first to go down as Gumayusi grabs the kill in the fight, and it's Doran staying alive for so long. IG, that was not the play you were looking for.
Yeah, that was definitely not it. The Shy walks in, he gets blown up right into Tibbers, right into T1. They actually get all of their...
And Snare is going to connect onto Ona, but damage onto the Xin Zhao isn't exactly the most permanent. Okay, the flash in from Ona, he finds the knock-up, they chase after Gala. Redemption, can it get the kill as hostile takeover comes on through as well? Gala surviving for a very long time. The flash forward from Gumayusi though puts him down, and Rookie will follow through both carries in the blink of an eye. And this
they
one...
actually even take... Wait, Dragon's going down.
Yep, they were looking for the Dragon here. Hostile takeover will be avoided for now, but it's a double taunt beautifully placed here by Doran. It is Wade denying the soul. But they also managed to get themselves out. The hex gates are going to start it. Okay, Rookie gets some damage down onto Faker. Heroic entrance comes on in. Faker survives for such a long time as it's jungler for mid laner. And I think T1 are feeling pretty good about that. No smite left on the Rift, and T1 are back on the objective again.
Yeah, they're going to force IG to come to them.
All right, hostile takeover comes through. The immediate cleanse out from Gala, though, who's doing a lot of work. Gumayusi just dives into the front line. I don't know whether that's a good call, as the taunt is going to go wide. Now Gumayusi has to avoid everything as the ulti from Ona. He goes down into his GA, and they take out Mako. I don't know how this is working, but it's looking pretty good at the moment for T1. But the shutdown comes in. The answer from Gala. And T1 will have to mention flash engages are what T1 are all about. That is not going to be available here for the Galio. Carrier moving on over. They want to take control of this as Carrier is well and truly far up in this lane as they look for the Shy. He flashes out of the way of the taunt. That looks pretty good for Gumayusi. He's able to finish him off. Still, Rookie does so much damage and he's held in place as Wei says no to Gumayusi, and he's so much more important to this team than the Shy is to IG. As long as Gala is alive, IG can win fight. Total gold. It's going to be Gumayusi in the lead, but Rookie hot on his heels, as we can see here. And Gala getting pretty close as well. The flash over the wall there from Wei as they're looking to try and take down the enemy jungler, and Wei There's just no option. He's staying alive for a long time, but there's no follow-up. There's no option. And IG now just a man down and a smite down for this next fight. Ono looking a little bit lower, but he has that GA back off cooldown once again. And they're on the Baron once more. Doran, is he going to get turned on? As Gala does a lot of damage, as you can see there. The Slurkle slows him down. And now Faker looking to chase them out of this river. Hostile takeover just to buy the space, and the purple worm will be the reward. T1 is going to be rocketing towards this bottom side of the map. The Shy going to be spotted out here as the fear is good onto Doran. Takes half of his health bar and he's still burning. As the redemption, not actually going to be used for the Galio. He is just going to get sniped here off to the side, and buying so much time is IG. As T1, they still have the Baron, but you wouldn't know it from what we're seeing in this game. As a teleport to bring the Galio back, that might be the opportunity. This could be a 50-50 as Ono in position, but he wants to start the fight instead. They take down the Drake. That's going to be the soul for T1, and Mako limping out as cease and desist is going to do nothing at all. Faker just throws the fire away, and Rookie goes down on the back end, and T1 just steamroll them.
Guma got the soul, and T1 are gonna get the game. The Shy's running, but there's nowhere for him to flee. T1 will walk inside the base.
Yep, they're just gonna push this minion wave forward, and it looks like match 4 seed from the LCK will crash down these Nexus turrets and see whether they can, in fact, make it to the Swiss stage and hold on to hope for 3 in a row. We'll take another Nexus going down, though.
LeBlanc getting buffed on this patch. We were like, how long are we going to have to wait to see the LeBlanc? Well, we don't have to wait long at all. We get Faker's LeBlanc, and it looks like the Shy is going to hold on to the Varus.
Than any other day.
Honestly.
Right, Rookie taking so much damage here as there's the snare, the flash forward, but it's all a bait. Faker, can he actually still get the kill as he does get the passive proc? And that's going to help keep him safe, but Mako still wants to take him down. This Nautilus is so scary, and he flashes to try and lock him down. The distortion, not enough, and first blood to Mako. Now Owner is making his way, and his carrier is looking to try and punish this big daddy as he makes his way. First time, Silas.
I think that's what we were supposed to do today. I think that's what today is about.
Yeah, we were just, it was broadcast,
yeah,
right?
Today,
so we're allowed.
Today is history day.
Well, there is that distortion being utilized. It's a fair bit of damage, but now everyone is being called in, and they slam Rookie into the ground. Some grubs should come on through for T1 afterwards as well. Fighting again is now Carrier in a bit of trouble. Does have to put his wild growth on cooldown as the darkness is going to come in, but Carrier already dead. Ona able to put himself in a great position, though, as the Pantheon will be the answering kill, but Rookie on the top side of the map means that Gumayushi cannot play the game. He's taken out, but it's a 1-for-1, and now it's T1 trying to fight back. This time, the Ram is going to connect as the Zig satchels himself out and burns to death. As Ona's red buff gets it done. Now Mako not going to be able to do anything. The anchor is cute, but I think that Faker will be able to finish this one off, and T1, they're going to be able to fight back.
Atlas dead.
Available. He's doing a lot of damage, and now the cavalry is going to come in as he bought enough time to allow IG to capitalize on this one. As Paranoia just to buy the space, and we'll see whether it works. He looks to turn it. They take down Gala, and Owner is still alive. He survives through it all, and Wei is going to fall at the same time. The knockup on Mako. He's dead, and T1. Oh my God, Owner, you are an absolute gem. And now the Dragon going to be secured here. That is going to be the same. And now Paranoia comes down yet again. The Shy in trouble once more as the Ram, looking for the knockup, will be able to find it. The arrow from downtown connects from Gumayushi, and Faker is now able to close in as well. The Grand Skyfall comes in, the Mega Inferno Bomb, not quite enough. Azona just barely limping away. And now the fight is going to continue. Mako trying to throw out the CC. The satchel's good as Gala's bouncing bombs aren't quite connecting. T1 still not able to quite find the fight, and now the re-engage from Mako as Faker is going to get executed, but Gumayushi's the problem. He flashes to create the space, and Gala, they've been ignoring him this whole time. Finally, they're going to move over as he runs out of mana, takes down Carrier, but he will die as a result. And Doran is
load with the Ash.
And Rookie just couldn't make his way back in again, so Gala kind of left out to dry. Now the Otacon has been started by IG. This has been a point of contention for this team. We'll see whether they can make it work this time around here in Game 4. Man, this is feeling like they're throwing the gauntlet as now the paranoia comes down. Doran finds a huge knock-up and the AoE is massive. The wild growth absurd by T1. And their team fighting is just too good, ladies and gentlemen. Karla keeping himself alive, but there are too many people here. Rookie finds the clone of all things, but the Otacon will stay up. And T1 did lose two in the process. Can Rookie do it? Can he be the hero?
Let's keep the action going. T1, they approach, they fire.
As Gamushi's going to find it, and Rookie's going to get punished once again. It's being in a brush that's going to be their downfall, and it's Carrier that's able to get the last hit, but Gamushi is kiting like a madman. Another wild growth. And
they find the engage. Guma here with the action. They'll re-engage it.
Going to deny the hook in as Faker distorts his way back again. The knockup going to go wide from Doran, who flashes away. Now the Ram is going to show his teeth, but that's a brilliant stasis to come on through. Ona goes in. He survives for so long, way too long. Wild growth comes in, and it's Gumayushi with the damage. Why is this Nocturne still alive? Ona, you absolute monster. The inner turret's going to go down, and I think this is the end of IG, and T1 putting the end to the LPL has started early this Worlds.
T1 will have every member alive to assault the IG base. Scala trying to defend, but it's no use.
And the Ziggs that was their Achilles heel is finally going to be taken down as T1 will make it to the Swiss stage to defend their World's title.